up with it, y'all? It's Coffee on the Vid. And Wack100 is at it again, posting this investigative report from 2024 regarding T Grizzly. We all know what happened to Auntie and a lot of ish behind that, but this seems to be somewhat unrelated. And a lot of people are questioning the validity. Like, yo, since when do paperwork look like that? That looks like a high school essay, all kinds of ish. We'll get to that. But let's see what it's talking about, man. It says, what's it called? Investigating a residential burglary. It's got the address was burglarized. Entry was made by shattering the rear sliding glass window. The thief, apologies, y'all. Where we at? The thief made off with $1 million in cash, jewelry, and multiple expensive handbags. I met with a homeowner, Terry Wallace. So that's what this is. And I'm kind of skimming through it, right? But it's saying investigation due to newly discovered evidence. Mr. Wallace was targeted on the day of his engagement wedding. So I think I heard about this before, basically, that, stage name T Grizzly. I began by providing Mr. Wallace. You know what's crazy too? Wack, was it like Hitman Holla when people were like breaking up in his crib or there was a shooting or someone was trying to do a home invasion? Like Byron Blake was talking about, like, yo, he claims to be a street dude. He was telling, and Wack was like, yo, that ain't telling. But then here with T Grizzly, and I know people feel a lot of way with T. Like, I ain't sticking up for him or nothing like that. I'm just saying, like, we know with Wack100, it's like one dude's a snitch for doing something, but the other dude ain't. You know what I mean? Mr. Wallace stated his home was targeted. Oh, yeah, the day of T Grizzly, I began by providing Mr. Wallace with a 6-pack lineup to see if he was able to identify the suspects. Mr. Wallace then chose figure number 4, which was a photo of Johnson. Mr. Wallace stated that he doesn't know him personally, but Johnson bragged about breaking into the Wallace residence. I then provided Mr. Wallace a photograph. Unknown male figures go on what seems to be a FaceTime call. Mr. Wallace informed me that he got Johnson to admit his role in the burglary. Mr. Wallace then provided me with video from security cam which showed on, and same thing with the Hitman Holla-ish, they were given Ring doorbell cam and stuff. So exiting the rear residence, the assailant had on a black and white hooded sweatshirt. Mr. Wallace then provided me with a photograph to be Johnson. I'm just kind of skimming, but basically Wallace stated that he didn't have any more questions for me, so I ended my investigation. Yeah, so basically, according to this, it seems T Grizzly crib got hit up on the day of his wedding or whatever. He got the dude to admit to robbing him. I guess he must have heard through the grapevine. Dude was bragging about it. And he told the police, yo, it's this guy. Boom, picked him out of the lineup, etc. And, it is what it is. Like I said, T Grizzly involved in a whole nother situation, it seems. We're not even getting into that on this one, but I want to know what y'all think about this across the board. But you see Wack, free shooter gang. So this is the dude, I guess, right? That robbed his crib. Let's see what he talking about. Oh, I thought he had some stories on there, but yeah, man, it's just wild with the whole paperwork thing. Like, we've been over this numerous times. Like, if you rocking in the streets, you ain't supposed to tell at all, and the goalposts have been moved, and you know what I'm saying? Like, let's see what the people are talking about here. So what you saying, T told, I didn't write the report, kind of what he said, since when statements look like that. Yeah, so people are questioning the validity of this, but it seems to be official. Shit looks like a high school essay, but we'll see. Man, explain this ish. Now, let's point out, Wack has used fake paperwork before, in a couple situations. One it was like not even paperwork that Wack used. I'll take y'all back when he was beefing with 1090 Jake, which I don't know where they stand at this point. You know what I mean? This internet shit's so crazy, especially with Wack. He tied to so many situations with motherfuckers, and then so much shit going on behind the scenes. You know what I mean? But when Wack and 1090 were going at it, there was a situation with that whole 1090 robbing his own crib or making a fake report because something about a gun. You know what I'm talking about? Where this one dude, unspoken true crime murders, some ish like that, had took real paperwork about 1090 and then mixed in a page of fake paperwork. So when Wack and him were beefing, he ran with that. And it had already been debunked and was old news and had fizzled out, and he reintroduced it like it was new. And what I'm saying is, he will run with some fake ish. I'm not saying that this is, but it's just inconsistency. You know what I mean? Like, hold some dudes to certain codes and how other dudes use fake paperwork, real paperwork. Just it's all crazy with Wack100, man. We Starving says this almost as bad as sending. What the fuck? So is he saying Wack did that? Wack says Big Dummy, a open page is an open page. Blame X for it. Matter of fact, it's still there. Christopher Lovejoy's in here. What the hell? Biolocation, Winston-Salem, North Carolina. First Southern chapter of the Black Panther Party. This catalog is what you received from my art. Oh, someone's spamming their music. Damn, look how long that joint is. Dudes typed this up at a local library. You really got a lot of growing to do, young man. God bless you. Damn T. Damn free shooter gang. Fake paperwork. You too old for this ish. Don't nobody even give a damn about who telling on who, as long as they not telling on them. Don't you see your views and numbers down on Clubhouse and YouTube? Find something else to talk about. You damn near 60, worried about who snitched. Talk about car restoration or some life insurance, or how about bumpy face restoration? Pause. But for real, this has been an ongoing thing too. Like Wax comments, this one seems kind of even as far as people getting at him or being like, yo, fuck out of here. But there's been a lot of situations where it's like 90% people getting at him. He was smoking brick in a lobby, though. Any dude who smoke a new friend op is corny to me. Wack, no. Damn near the same thing. QCP. So someone's saying, yo, Wack, your man QCP cold ratted, which we found out with the Seti Nash situation. In the Young Thug stuff coming back out, which I just mentioned 1090 and Wack back when they had beef. 1090 did the big video that got the most coverage on that. I think he called it the Young Thug Snitch Conspiracy. And it was wild because in that situation, we saw when that came out before, Wack was like, yo, Thugger curved him. He was in the interrogation room, but he didn't give them shit. But then after 1090 got at QCP exposing him for telling, that's another dude. It don't matter what he does. Wack ain't gonna get on him for that, but he will the next man. You know what I mean? Like, we're just talking inconsistencies and shit. You know what I mean? But I consistently let y'all know I'm a square nerd. You know what I mean? Just tap in on here and make my content. So I want y'all to tap into the convo, sub up, all that good ish. Make sure you hit all them buttons. Shit looked like a typed out essay. This looked like it was typed. Word, they didn't even try. Blood, you too old to be producing fake paperwork. You're supposed to call the police when someone breaks into your house. This is lame. So there you see. But yeah, like I was saying, with the QC thing, someone's calling him out on that. So I don't know, is Wack100 shtick growing tired? Does anyone give a fuck about this? Obviously, again, we know there's a lot of other ish going on with T Grizzley. And is this real to y'all? Does this look suspect? Drop it in the comments all below. Subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for updates, y'all. It's Coffee, and I'm about this thing. Peace.